If you've ever wondered why women sometimes cheat, even on good guys, the truth is brutal. It's not always about looks or money. It's often about certain behaviors that slowly destroy attraction. And if you see yourself in these patterns, you need to wake up, because if you don't, she'll look for what you're not giving her with another man. Before we begin, did you know that only a small percentage of people watching this video are subscribed? If you enjoy this kind of content and want to learn more about relationships, consider subscribing. It helps us keep making informative videos like this for you. Also, don't forget to check our store for good teas like this. Here are 10 dangerous types of men women secretly cheat on. 1. The man who constantly apologizes, even when he did nothing wrong. At first, apologizing seems sweet. You want to keep the peace, avoid conflict, and show her you care. But when you apologize for every little thing, even things that aren't your fault, she stops respecting you. Women are drawn to men who stand firm, not men who bend over backwards just to avoid upsetting them. When you keep saying sorry for breathing wrong, she starts to see you as weak, and attraction dies where weakness lives. Soon, she'll crave a man who doesn't need her approval, and she'll find him elsewhere. 2. The man who has no boundaries. You let her walk all over you. She cancels plans at the last minute. You say it's okay. She disrespects you in front of her friends, and you laugh it off. She flirts with other men, and you pretend you didn't see it. You think you're being a chill boyfriend? But what you're really doing is teaching her that your love has no standards. A woman can't respect a man who can't stand up for himself. Without respect, there's no loyalty. When another man shows her that he has boundaries, that he demands respect, she'll feel something for him that she no longer feels for you. You're the man who avoids conflict at all costs. You think avoiding arguments makes you the perfect partner. But in reality, you're just bottling things up and letting her call all the shots. Healthy relationships need tension. Sometimes they need honesty. If you're too scared to voice your opinions or call her out when she's wrong, she'll start to see you as spineless. A woman doesn't want a servant. She wants a partner, a man who avoids all conflict. Eventually, gets replaced by someone who challenges her in ways you never did. 4. The man who smothers her with constant attention. It feels romantic to always text her, call her, and want to be around her 24/7s. But when you have no life outside of her, she feels trapped. She'll start missing the thrill of wondering where you are or what you're doing if she never misses you. She stops craving you and the man she craves will eventually be someone else who gives her space to breathe. You're the man who never makes decisions. Where do you want to eat? I don't know. You decide. What movie should we watch? Whatever you want, a man who refuses to lead, even in small decisions, seems indecisive and unattractive. Women want a man who can take charge. It makes them feel safe and desired. When she's always the one leading, she'll lose respect and start noticing men who confidently take control. 6. The man who tries too hard to please everyone. You want to be liked by everyone. Her friends, her family, strangers online. You never say no, you never stand your ground. And you always go along with the crowd. This makes you look spineless. A woman can't feel passion for a man who has no opinions of his own. She'll secretly crave the man who doesn't care what people think. and lives life on his own terms. 7. The man who lets himself go. When you first started dating, you dressed well, worked out, and cared about your appearance. Now you've stopped trying. You think she should love you as you are. But attraction doesn't work that way. If you neglect your body, your health, and your style, she starts seeing you as a roommate, not a lover. And when another man reminds her of the thrill she felt when she first met you, she'll want that feeling back with him. 8. The man who never makes her feel desired. You stop flirting, you stop complimenting her, you stop initiating intimacy. You think being in a relationship means you can relax, but love dies when effort dies. If another man makes her feel wanted in ways you no longer do, she'll start comparing, and comparisons are dangerous. 9. The man who acts like she's his entire world. It sounds romantic to make her your everything. But here's the truth. Women want to be a part of your world. Not your whole world if your happiness depends entirely on her. You put pressure on her to fulfill all your needs. That pressure suffocates love. She'll start longing for a man who already has a full, exciting life and invites her along for the ride. 10. The man who has no passion or purpose in life. A man without a mission is a man drifting. If your entire identity revolves around her happiness, her life, her goals, she will eventually lose attraction. Women are deeply drawn to men with drive, men who chase goals, men who are going somewhere. But if all you ever do is wait for her texts, binge Netflix with her, and have no ambition outside the relationship, she'll get bored. Boredom leads to curiosity. Curiosity leads to, what would it feel like to be with a man who has fire in his soul? And that curiosity leads her into someone else's arms. These aren't just harmless habits. They are lethal to attraction. If you see yourself in these patterns, you need to change, not for her, but for yourself. Because the moment you reclaim your confidence, purpose, and self-respect, women won't just stay loyal. They'll fight to keep you. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more amazing content.